Welcome back to another stream for today. Another Minecraft stream today. Probably expecting for Fall Anomaly. My bad. I know you want to play. I know you want to see Anomaly. I'm just on the Minecraft grind right now. Sorry for the Minecraft grenades. This time we're not on we're on another mod pack. We're not on the same one. Overall, I prioritize just getting rid of relics and selling gears overall in that mod pack. That's pushed out, so we don't worry about that anymore. What makes this one different? Well, in our old mod pack, this one is at 1.12 days. So we're going old school. We're going old school today. And we are playing on 1.12 and with shaders for once working finally. With Bombs of Plenty. Not mean Bombs, but you go. Bombs of Plenty is still the same thing. But else you might know something's different here. That's right. We have something a bit different, and that is goddamn UI change again for fingers. What we're playing is actually playing an older one of Mine and Slash with some more additional mods. As you can tell, I forgot to add Aztec Totem, but we got actually a whole lot of things today. And modular UI, which I'm not pissed at the UI, but we got quite stuff here today. We don't actually have a bubbles area because it's supposed to be up there, weirdly enough. I don't understand how these fucking work at times. Never do. Because you can tell we're in a bit of a different pickle this time around. And that's because of our ores, what we have today. We are playing an old Mine and Slash version. And our UI has changed, as you can tell. Because we're actually on a different, newer version of stats and all that stuff. Actually, is much more interesting and laid back this time around. I was ironically we just spawned like near a freaking village. Or think of it. Because we're in a whole different thing with this. This is a maze. No. So we begin our adventure into this place of wonders here. We have Bombs You Go. Huh. We're really playing old school here. 30 iron. We actually enough have a chain painting. Chain planes used to make some chain armor. Guess you can use it to make some pants with this. Weird. But why is that? Because the difference between Mine and Slash is that actually Mine and Slash we actually have to, it's RPG based. And I was thinking of doing RPG based time around again. This time the older version of Mine Slash. I'm shocked how the freaking scene set up in this place. Oh, shocks me. We got some. We also got Bombs You Go and planes. Makes sense. We actually got Pam's is actually different today. You still should make bread, at least I think, but unlikely. Yep. So how do you get bread in here? It's by making flour. That's right, we changed our thing now. It's actually Pam's Harvest. So we're using Pam's Harvest today. We have some Pam, we have some couple breads and some emeralds. And paper. So how do we get our bread? Our bread's actually made from a bakeware and dough. Dough is by mixing bowl, water, clean water, and flour and salt. No. So yeah, we really are changing it quite a bit today. So we're in for a real treat today. At least the whole madness of it. We should keep it minimal though. Right, because M is actually used quite a bit. Because M is quite a bit was using today. Because modular warfare is what we're going to need a lot. Abyssal craft is different. I have to go and rework the M's again. Switch. Nope. Still got some interesting things with that. Alright. Changed quite a bit of things. Now we go back to the old style. As you can tell, we're actually a bit different. As you can tell, we actually have some slime islands. Yep. We're rolling today. One thing that's also a bit tricky. Biomes You Go actually does quite a bit with bunch of trees, which I actually quite enjoy a lot. But the one thing that's a bit annoying with that is that how it is. Because I don't like the older ones. We actually have some weird things we gotta like to do and freaking yank. But you get a bunch of wood by doing this though. It just sucks you gotta freaking vein mine for the leaves. But we should not argue well much of that. Because Biomes You Go, it's not muck with anything else. But yeah, 38 of that. As you can tell, it does not work well much with Biomes You Go compared to, well, plenty. Until we do that. Which will give us a queen bee for Pam's. Yeah, it's a bit little clunky on there. That's why you make the axe for, which it does not take much while in this version. Should. Don't really know on that part. I got a bunch of birch trees out of this one though. Birch saplings. Is that? Because one thing with Biomes all plenty. I mean with Biomes You Go, it's just the way how trees are very weird. I'm not joking on that either. And one thing's annoying, you can't shift click with this menu, modular menu, or one of the menus I'm using. It's irritating at times. This one I can. It's like freaking janky shit. Because it's the modular weapons, I think it's called, is the reason why we have this. Because of the UI. So it's a bit of a fucking annoyance. Wait, you can't shift click stuff in inventory either. So yeah. Early days of shit here. But as we have TNSY, a couple of things we gotta worry about, because since we don't have Silent Gears with us, we have Tinker's Construct. And Tinker's is a good one. Actually, should make this into a thing. There we go. Minus slash. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Must be fun to muck around with this. Currencies, adventures to stats. Oh yeah. Bunch of goodies for us. Yeah, it's actually much more complicated. It's not like the latest version of minus slash. This dramatically is very old school. We need tokens, and those fuckers ain't easy to get. Cause you need to get like level up tokens, and these are from common ores and gold ingots and iron. Is what you use to level up your stuff. That's how that works. Like I said, it's an interesting thing how it came from before to now. Mostly probably don't understand what I'm even talking about. Unless you were watching me yesterday on... Unless you're watching me on playing Cave Knights, but that's much it. We are heading to a Forestry Hills to Great Oak Lows. Then next is a marshland. For what we need a bunch of stone for anyways, so... One thing I do need that I was going to add is Aztec Totem. The one thing with the Aztec Totems, you actually can't... You have to actually craft it. It doesn't give you automatically. It did for a short time, but dirt. It looks like there's actually underground stuff around. Apparently there's a mine shaft right there. But one thing I also made with this, because the old style cave systems, in order are changed to this type of cave system, which actually is everything's all uniquely to one underground cave. It's much more better, but also annoying. It's fucking dark as hell. Ooh. You know, with my fucking things, you can't really see much about it. You guys are getting some furnace and going with it though. But yeah, let's add some more mods to make swimming much more unique and also more effective. Oh, Midnight Portal. Don't want to go in there right now. But yeah, it's not just all freaking all things. There's a bunch of tech mods and a bunch of dimensions you can go to in this mod pack. A great oak. And right next to it, we're near a goddamn dark forest. Dark oak. Which is a good bound to get some bunch of wood. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of blue skies and a bunch of new overhaul, add astral. A whole lot of freaking goddamn things. But one thing is, we get dark oak. We get a bunch of dark oak from here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's up your own adventure. You're not bound to one thing. There's actually some dungeons you can explore. Yeah, Village Warrior. I think there's a portal to it too. Lunar Stones to finish that. That gives you straight to Blue Skies, which is actually another place to go explore. And why are you over here? I wonder how this will work. Wait a minute, Vex. Invalid error. That's gonna happen. Cause older they are, the shaders there are. A moonstone? I wonder if you need something with a moon. Hello! Welcome, Angel. Hope your weekend was good. Enter a realm where the consequences. I found a loose dome. That's what I found. I finished it, I think. So I built a portal, and I'm thinking I'm missing something. Oh, that's good to hear. We might get the Blue Skies for once. It was just a mild, relaxing one. Let me just add a screen. Had to fucking fix around the old mod pack because there was some issues for a good portion of the day. Besides that, nothing much. I gotta see if this guy can offer something. There you are. Gatekeeper. I need dimensional base. I need one more emerald. I can give you that since I have the emeralds in my hand. Let's see what does it can I get the Blue Skies. Oh, holy lord! Hope this even lands properly. It's actually the first time ever entering the Blue Skies mod. Besides trying to load in the fucking world, and like I said, this is an older version of Minecraft, and there's a bunch of dimensions in this one. And it crashes. Not surprising. That's my freaking there talking about the freaking screen. Or my dog's barking. Mostly too, but I got bear with me. Sorry for reading that. We have. Yeah. Hold on, like I said, Blue Skies might be too much. We have ticking player. I figure much as is gonna like freaking loading a bunch of fucking shit in. It's literally a bunch of freaking mods in this, and like bunch of dimensions, literally. Because in this mod pack, I should put these guys away. In this mod pack of Old Wonders, it's all very well-known mods from back in the day, and one of them was Blue Skies. I never really delved into Blue Skies. I can never know where to really find it. Oh, nice. Was it my mod pack still, Angel? Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Good. Good. As I was saying, with this mod pack, this one's all around the old school 1.12 Minecraft. I added a bunch of old dimensions that some don't exist anymore. Some do, but not really. One is Blue Skies, where we're trying to, which it crashed. Could probably soon trying to load. I think that's probably phosphorus. We have Twilight. The Twilight Force is still going to this day. We have Advanced Rocketry, the rework of it. We have that. We have a Embelius. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's actually a bug-infested dimension. In there, we have the Deeper Dark. We have the Deep Dark from Extra Utilities, but we also have the Minecraft Minecraft update version. But the problem with that one, if you mine to Bedrock, you enter that dimension, you ain't leaving. So you avoid mine to Bedrock on that one. But if you don't want to go down to the other part of the dimension down there. But yeah, Abyssal is another one. Oh lordy lord. And mine colonies are in here as well, just because I can. Especially with Tinker's as well. Tinker's Construct's in here. Not the new one, the older version. Which is the best version. But yeah. So it's gonna be interesting how it freaking load in the world. Nether biome is actually changed to Nether XE. And there is a better end, but they probably need a off-screen. You need an off-screen mod for it to run. I don't understand why it's not cursed. I don't know why, but to make it run properly. Oh yeah, the Midnight's installed too. The Midnight's actually on the latest version now, finally, after a long time. And the Between Lands. I'm just saying, never reached out, never went further. The Between Lands. I was going at Mystical Craft, however, the Advanced Rocketry rework mod is not agreeing with it. Sadly. But this is all purely at your own will of madness. Let's pray to God who owns the property, because we're in the blue sky territory. I don't know if we're gonna spawn right out of the gate or in the dimension. Because Phosphorus, it's an old performance mod that helps the light engine. And it's like a mild thing with that. What the hell? I think it's trying to load in here and there. Like I said, this is pushing it. I'm pushing this mod pack on this older version like a madman. Not surprising. I want to run this, but again, I shouldn't enter the freaking goddamn added to it, huh? Lighting with the block. Yep, Blue Skies and Advanced Rocketry are having quite an issuing round with that. Especially Advanced Rocketry. Advanced Rocketry, the one that Ram installed, is a rework. Trying to continue on the old one. It's not fully fleshed out. The Blue Skies, though, it's another one. It's like a something, but it doesn't agree well with Advanced Rocketry, but looks of it. But mostly it's Blue Skies. Yeah, I figured much was gonna be a town. It was gonna be an issuing. I'll try this one more time. Then I'm probably just gonna delete the Blue Skies. Like I said, I'm really pushing this version to the brink of it. I'm pushing it. I want to play, but I also don't want to freaking like get the screen or troubleshoot screen again. I don't. But yeah. I think that's the kind of reason why I could never really explore Blue Skies, because of the crash. I could never really. To be frank, I was also using a bunch of other mods during the time. So we're basically just waiting until we get a proper steady load. It's probably a reason why. I probably assume because Blue Sky. But also don't forget where this mod pack is on. It's on 1.12.2 Angel. So yeah, it's pushing. It's pushing. But the sad part is about the truth of 1.12 is actually was the freaking last good one version of Minecraft with all very well-known mods start to stop development. Some went through to the modders version, then we got their successors, and we got Alex Caves, Alex Mobs, all of those stuff that came through it. But why is still a bummer down a little bit? Because some of the bigger main mods never left 1.12. Tinkers did, but Tinkers, the new version of Tinkers in 1.18 to 16, it's there, but it's not the same to me. Not the same. Ender.io Ender.io was another big tech one, now left to 1.20.1. Buildcraft, there are rumors they want to make it to they are trying to push it to get to the latest version for Buildcraft. Industrial Craft is it just stayed in 1.12. It was then replaced with Defeat the Beast machines one to bring them back. Nuclear Craft's another one. But Nuclear Crafts as another version was a different person doing it on 1.20 on the latest versions. He's still updating this. This guy just updated Nuclear Craft in June. The person's still doing it, believe it or not. And another one people want is Galacticraft. However, Galacticraft, the original developer left it and gave it to a community. The site been archived and lost to the files, which are now bound to only to 1.12 and 7.10. But they are aiming to go higher. They are trying to aim higher for Galacticraft. But a successor came in its place, actually two successors, according to that. Beyond Space was another successor, however, it was not the same and just lost where it was going. Then the development on that one broke off and made Ad Astral, which is basically the direct successor to Galacticraft for modern Minecraft. So some of them made it through the latest versions. They're just either successors or multiple variants of it. But why 1.12 is still there? Because actually big name mods of Flans was another big mod. Flans mods left there. And that's when came in Time Classics. Timeless Classics came in, they had the gun mods. But there's other Mr. Crayfish gun mod added. And then there is things. Yeah, I think Blue Skies is done for. Yep. Okay, that tells me Blue Skies is done for. Either like there's too many fucking things causing issues. And client empty. So yeah, that world is trashed. Like I said, 1.12, either was a big one. It is very limited what it has compared to modern ones. But Blue Skies, as I figured, is not going to go anymore. I got to push that out later on. But again, sorry for this wait again, Angel. Sorry for that. This feller is gone. Blue Skies is gone. The reason why it's gone because I actually have much more other mods and other dimension mods running at the same time in this pack. It's really it's really a freaking tight. It's a really combustion motherfucker. One thing is true for that is that I gotta freaking like either disable it or remove it. Because Blue Skies is fine, just when you're going through all the process, it's a bitch. But many people don't pay attention much about this anyways, because it's on 1.12. Because it's outdated, obsolete to many mods, but it's also home of very mods collections. Oh yeah, before Farmer's Delight, there's actually a successor. Pam's Harvest Craft was the first, not the first, was the biggest name one. Then it went to Pam's Harvest Craft 2 in later versions. But Farmer's Delight took its place. This mod pack really is about really exploring the old ways that made well for the big mod packs. The big mods in later versions now. Today. It's more of telling people what came before them. Really. It's basically the idea of this pack. But that road's gone. We gotta create a new world and begin our adventure. Sorry for the rough 30-minute stream, guys. Sorry about that. I knew Blue Skies was always troublesome. Blue Skies was always troublesome. That's one dimension gone. Well, it's not really gone. It is gone from the pack now, but I think when people engage it, probably go away. Oh yeah, I lost my mind. Slash book. Yeah. Well, we didn't get really that far. We really didn't get far at all. It was basically just found the portal. I hope to try to get to it, but no. Nah. But one less dimension to load up faster, so. Let's make quick haste, get back into position, and we should be fine. But like I said, this pack is mostly on trying to experience the old ones before the new ones. Besides, there's far older ones, however, it's much more harder. Even Cursed Forge, only farthest they can reach without losing a bunch of mods to select. It will be 1.7.10 at best. But overall, anything beyond that, you are literally going around downloading old mods from sites that probably don't exist much anymore for older versions. Even before 1.7.10. Now we're in a taiga. Of course. Alright. Little ferrets and monkeys. Besides, bubbles is not as what we know. We got these random ones. But where are we today? Well, near we have a seasonal taiga, we have a centrist forest, we have a Dovin Mountains, and we have a centrist forest along with a river, and Darklands, which is basically abyssal craft. And that's where we get Fernwoods. Fernwood, the one thing you gotta know with those types of wood, that they don't really work well with using wood, weirdly enough. You make the common stuff, but overall you really can't make... You can make some stuff in here. It was a weird thing between Biomes of Plenty and Biomes You Go. Sometimes they don't agree. So actually you can find to get this Fernwood, we're fine. There's very little light on that one. For Fernwood. You go to Seasonal, we have a ruin over there. We have a Circus Highlands. Or Dovin Mountains. Whereas you get much of wood by grabbing these guys. One thing that's also you gotta bear in mind in older versions of Minecraft, the frickin' leaves don't break down easily here. Actually, in general, they don't frickin' dissipate at all, and actually in general. Well, I got fern stepping by luck from it. So you guys gotta be cautious with these things. Not really cautious, it's just mostly like a thing in the sky for a while. But if you get like a gigantic fernwood tree, or you go for woods for a while. Like this gigantic tree right here. Oh sweet Jesus, you'll be good for wood for all much you can. That's a frickin' ruin as a dungeon in there. Not going in that. We go to the season taiga. I really don't like taigas. I really don't. Over here is actually a bog. I personally think Biomes You Go is much more effective than Biomes of Plenty. Well, Biomes of Plenty, you have to choose a profile to get it in older versions. In modern versions, it's there, but it's also more literally exploration based. But you really gotta go and explore to find the biomes. Unlike Biomes You Go, they actually spawn with you, so it actually makes it much more interesting and better, honest with you, to tell you the truth. But the problem is that because it's not supportive of some of the mods in it, then the normal biomes will plenty. You have a turtle. Yeah, before turtles came in, there actually was a mod. More creatures actually was the frickin' mod to add all these more creatures in. You have Cephite, or better not go there. Oh, I found basalt. She's right here to wreck from that. No, Dark Highlands. There's not really good to go to. Either I gotta find some better place or find some better wood. We're gonna be growing around for the night. One thing also bombs do gold does, it actually makes the trees weird deeper in the ground weirdly. Don't know why. But I basically took a good portion of the wood and look, doesn't take all of it. And also it stays up. As you can tell, it's not really much, but I got some wood in general. So where are we going around here? We're actually going to a blue taiga. We have still more of a mountains over there, and I'll go around to the Darklands. That's good. That's not a good place to go right now. Unless you want to go depth into Abyssalcraft. Abyssalcraft's only occult stuff like crazy. Whew. And blood magic actually started to reach the 1.0 versions now. Oh, there's a rubber tree. Yep, right there. You see these things here? Yeah. With Abyssalcraft, it's very on occultist stuff. Yeah, and those are not pleasant to go. I didn't add forestry. Should add forestry. I didn't add forestry. But that's where you actually get your freaking your statue of gods you need to worship. Yeah. And those guys spawn randomly. We're near another taiga and a chica forest. Wood forest. Huh? And over here is actually a regular forest. It's not that bad. Save those on our freaking for our mine for wood. At times, I also add a mod that makes much more harder mobs. So there are those around. Chica wood. I say why there's a freaking cats roaming around there. It's a huge chica biome. Not crazy. Oh, it's actually a building there. Well, this is actually straight to dungeons. Whatever it is, that's give you a place for now. Bottom generation is still wacky, but it's not totally out of whack compared to modern versions. And be cautious with this, though. Thank you. Take that. You're a turkey. There we go. Yeah, regular trees can work with it. Biomes of goat trees are questionable. Go just barking random shit again. Whatever is actually a place we could go. I need to find the fucking entrance. I think it's below anyways. Because this is straight to a dungeon right here. I guess they're breaking and entering. Junk. Personally thinks I am much can do much in here. Interesting library to put. I'll say repurposed structure. More structures can spawn randomly now too. If there was the entrance, was freaking underneath a fucking line. Unless that's straight to a mine, I do not know. Well, that's the grand entrance. It's stuck underground by a fucking wall. Now I gotta test my theory if I think this is what I think this is gonna go. Oh, yep, it is a dungeon. Yep, yep. Oh my god! That's massive! Ooh. I did chose a different like I did chose a different dungeon mod in this version this time. I didn't go roguelike. And I saw one change when I found this mod, and holy shit, I didn't expect that! Oh, Lord. One thing I liked about this map, you actually can see what's on the ground compared to Journey maps. Journey maps can allow you to see a bit more, but this one tells you what's really fucking underneath it. Whew. Oi, oi, oi. I think I'm even ready prepared to go this deep. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. I don't have any pickaxe with me in mine yet. That's the reason why the freaking FPS was still a bit hitting a little bit. Especially put up on mellow. But yeah, we have nowhere near anything to go and to attack this, approach this dungeon. I mean, it could, it would just be painlessly long. But yeah, that's a massive dungeon. Woo! We're just gonna go without forget ranking up our stuff for stuff, but we need to make tokens. The problem is freaking goddamn under a goddamn fucking thing. Or freaking under the entrance where it is. Generation is always random, was always random type. Let me turn this Fernwood to... Oh yeah, weird fucking issue. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You should post like this, but it's because with this mod here, it doesn't agree with it. Because you should get your fern planks. You should. But no. Need a bunch of chests by that way, but that's much it. Sorry, but gotta check someone's mucking around, bottom mucking when Alright, that's that. But yeah, as you can tell, fern logs, this is what I was talking about. So how we get the fernwood, yeah, for planks. Yeah. You see why it's a bit weird with this? It's not because of the fucking things, it's because how it is set up weirdly. Yeah. That's why I gotta be cautious with biomes, so like biomes you gold trees. Some will do it, but fernwoods don't really agree well with it. I guess I fern planks and you get fern planks by stairs, so yeah. Yeah, fernwood is really not good to use for anyways, it's really just regular wood. So that's just burning material. Because biomes you go, we get pine, we can actually turn this into pine wood. You see what I mean? The fernwoods don't do shit. Chica ones I think they're good. Chicas probably can use to make their planks. Right, so. Yeah, they should right here. Should. But yeah, like I said, biomes you go and biomes of plenty always have a weird thing with making planks. At least in this older version of that. It's a bit better in the modern versions, but in this older versions it's very questionable. And that's putting it lightly. But that ain't stopping us anyways. Get rid of the fern sapling. Unless you just want fern logs, and you'd be my guest. But yeah, I guess we want to go down to the fucking horrors of the fucking thing. So, we either gotta keep on going chilling here for the night, or sleep this thing, or gonna explore and marry away, or explore that fucking dungeon. Part of me thinks want to go at least try explore that dungeon, but that's a massive dungeon. Woo. And we don't have any proper shit with us either. You could probably go and muck around. There's another building near in there, so there's there. We have also near another goddamn abyssal dungeon. Part of me we can go to a maple or a shirka forest, a maple taiga. Part of me wants to go up to the freaking slime islands, but we need the wood. Well, I could cheat my way to fly up there, but that's that. To get some slime tools for us for Tinker's Construct. And then we have ice plains over here and giant snowy taiga. Or go to a bog. It really matters, really. For instance, we're using goddamn, like, using Mind Slash, maybe it's worth trying to go explore around down there. At least try to. I know we're gonna fail miserably. Like hell. So what I'm actually gonna use to get some stone tools stuff where I'm at if we're gonna do this. Cause I need stone anyways. So might as well mine that way to exit out of this thing. Or he's trying to, but eh. This thing's like deep on the ground anyways. As we can actually see now. Straight to a goddamn abyssal fucking dungeon. Fuck you with that. Parts of me think I should have goddamn forestry. Caves and cliffs, that's basically adds stuff to it, which is useless ore. If we go down there, might as well go explore and see what's down there. We're taking a shot to see what's worth down there. Probably not, it's gonna probably terrify me. Anyways, go down to the freaking dungeon hole. Oh, where we're gonna start breaking through this fucking shit. Oh my god. He actually goes even further down. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm a bit questionable again this entire of this. This already covers a whole fucking biome. And more. Damn. I think if you force you to anything, it's a complete dungeon. Come to think of it. Yeah, there's no way no one else gets explored. If someone's gonna explore the hell all of this, you're fucking insane. There's no way in hell. You see how fucking far it goes, how it fucking spreads like fucking mad? Even it goes even lower. You are completely mad. And for us sake, I'll probably we'll go explore here and see how this goes. Probably a worst mistake idea I'm doing. I don't have any torches with me either. This is gonna be a complete mistake. Parts of me think we'll leave it be, it's gonna yank the wood, but still. Whew. Yeah, it's already fucking underground. Oh, what the? because it's like freaking doing parkour. Jesus. And I deal with this fucking there. Oh, there is loot down there. Iridium shards. Good to get that early. We have infinity mental gears. Why on iridium shards makes iridium ingot, which can be smelted down to tinkers, which is a very good tool. Get rid of that spawner. My God. Well, if you need fucking wood, he'd be my guess down here. Yeesh. A skeleton? What the fuck? Well, look, one thing's true about this. You're really gonna be freaking underground. No wonder why there's like goddamn. There's no wonder why there's these check marks, checkpoints in here. You're gonna be bound to this fucking dungeon. Ish. I guarantee most people are gonna be freaking underground when they find this. That's just like a whole freaking chunk. Blue Taiga goes into the freaking Blue Mountains. It goes into forest biome down here, icy plains. I mean, literally. I mean, if you're talking about freaking traffic-wise, all you can get there quicker, like crazy. It's like fucking mazes upon mazes. Damn. Glad I did add freaking that despawn rule, because this could be a lag motherfucking fest when someone enters this area. This could be a lag fest. I'm actually proud as I got rid of, I put in the spawn rule. Just let me despawn. Because that's right now, as you can tell, there's like, why is there like no mob spawning? Either because of minus slash, I do not know how true that is, especially for this older version. Or that because I'm not triggering anything yet because of the despawn rule. I really don't know. There's like nothing touching these two. Weirdos. Well, I got some dead saplings out and some free wood, so not complaining one bit with that. Because that's just like doesn't cover the whole fucking caves. I mean, if I would put a regular cave system in there, like if I did add whirly caves into this mod pack, the cave system underground is actually flat. I think flat is very dull for earlier versions of caves. Yeah, I'd be lucky to find mostly like small divins or something like that. It's really not big caves in default 1.12.2. That was changed during the later versions. But with early caves makes it more interesting. Makes it more continuous cave. But if I didn't add that, I would have bet this would be all one like zero cave and this would be the entire whole building. But that's not the case with us. There's freaking blocks walls or something there. That's stone. I mean, I want to get some goddamn clay, I'll take it. But the reason why, because buying slash actually, well, I don't know, but tries to like minimalize the freaking farm spawning. What the fuck? Huh. Jesus. This is really just fucking mental. Lord almighty. It's completely fucking massive. And we're going in the dark with this, because we're going to waste some more torches. And like a maze, too. I mean, Larry is a full-blown freaking dungeon exploring like hell. Holy shit. Cauldrons. Yeesh. Something I don't even know, is this just the generation in general, or just freaking detailed? Most of you guys probably can't see so much about that. I might apologize. I'm not wasting much torches. I should really add a torch in my hand so you actually see what I'm looking at. There's another bricks here, apparently. There's a way to exit out of that. To the back end of nothing. I don't know if it's fucking that detailed or what. What the hell? Oh. Ah. Just aesthetics. Or supposed to build some things there. Not sure. Not really sure. One thing's true though. There's a regular caveman right there. We can go and get some coal right here. We get 16 to better, but right now if we just need this much, you know, you see him a bit. We don't really go full blown nuts with it. There we go, we have some light. A light. Sorry about that. I swear because I'm in a freaking dungeon, I swear, but it fucks with the despawn rules. But again, I'd rather keep it like this. Why? Because one, spawnage in modern versions have increased. Well, this one was here and there. But the problem with this one is why I'm not letting it be, because you see how fucking big this fucking dungeon is? You see how fucking big this is? And there's probably spawners in them, all of them. All of them probably have a spawner hidden somewhere. You know how much fucking lag that will cause? Damn. This bitch just showing you what's in here, really. And the one thing that's also notorious with this is that the caves and the worldly caves actually connect, and there's little small divots that make it extend longer. Not trying to waste much of my pickaxe right now, really I'm not. Uncommon ore, which we're actually going to need this for our mine slash. Which I don't write pickaxe anyways to get that. Good to know. Yeah, I gotta find this common ore block which we need to use for all of our stuff. Because we got a mine slash book now in our collection. I like how these two use the same goddamn thing for frickin' overhaul and frickin' goddamn thing. Not gonna mine those ores. But like it, some of these either lead to an area or frickin' supposed to continue on. Cause as you can tell, it's really supposed to be, it's really very questionable, like a fucking mental. There's actually a chest up there. With early caves though, it actually adds random chests can spawn randomly in the caves. You say, however, there's a bit of a question with that, and especially one of his one's a mimic. But But not complaining with this though. More there, and some free irons. I actually make a free iron pick. And iridium. Oh sweet, we got iridium right there. Did I fucking put my crafting table away? Wow. Such a dumbass. Mostly mind the coal, I can get some coal. What we got here? We have immersive engineering. You have more books and paper. Huh. It's just rare caves itself. I'm not above the freaking mine thing. We'll get back into that shortly. Oh, we got actually a dead of a plague. Yeesh. Here's some sounds. I didn't add the cave dweller here, it's not available. But still, I don't know. It could be like a bunch of some other must make it much more questionable. But let's go back into the freaking dungeon. Either supposed to connect somehow or supposed to mine your way through. Not really sure. Might be able to mine through anyways. Still. This much detail in a freaking dungeon mod of this caliber? Yay, yay, yay. It's supposed to be like little scenes here. I think it's supposed to be like a little digging or something. Do not know. What the studio is a fucking massive dungeon. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. I figured much. These are tell you where to go next or where you've been through. Oh, like some others are starting to spawn now. We're heading. Ha I told you. Like I said, I'm proud I had to let me just spawn. Because it just adds some spawn room for mobs. And what's happening is that they're going to start spawning now, and that means it's going to be a clusterfuck. They prove the smallest details. You can't really get fucking lost without proper torches in here. I wonder if there's supposed to be like something like a lit light in there or something. I do not know. But I plan not to stay long in this fucking dungeon for us. That's the one we went to, so... Yeah, you would get fucking lost like hell. Because that's where we went through. So you either go forward with this, but still. Jeez, without a minimap, you'll be frickin' lost like a fucking nutcase. Yeesh. There's a big center over here, probably in our way out of there. We did see another building, though. So, it depends where we want to go next with this. Because that goes over there, to that big building. If we'll avoid the people, sure. Sorry for yawning. Sorry about that. Now we're back into a cave that's supposed to be not supposed to be in a cave. Because Generation supposed to not be like this. But yeah, Generation itself is there. And look at how it's right there. There's even a freaking lower level. Yeah, there's no way in hell you'd be leaving that dungeon to completion. If you are, you're a fucking nutcase and a fucking mental. There's no way in hell. Bunch of coal is nice. But yeah, a lot of mods have their own version. That's why I installed a chunk mod that can also converts all the copper to one thing. Yeah, really, I just went abandon the freaking dungeon. Yeah, I'm not going to go face that hellhole. Just want some better stuff. But for us, for a freaking Tinker's Construct right now, we really are now. You're on the top of it. One to two. Oh, what the hell? I'm guessing that's supposed to be the mark where the dungeon's gonna start or something. But for us, oh, back into it. Probably should just goddamn wreck it, but no. It's just more freaking just phase music, creepy music, really. Anyways, I guess it takes care of that. Yeah, it goes even deeper. Yeah. My god, that's a freaking entrance to the lower level, even lower levels of this fucking cave. Jesus fucking Christ. And that's not that far where we usually came from anyways, from where we started was from there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a goddamn must grab this goddamn freaking minimap or you'll be freaking lost to your mind. So for us right now, I'm going to explore down to what's in the lower level. Actually, Permisium is actually good to grab right now, I think. Let's actually look at my book for this. Permisium shards, I think it's a good Tinker's thing to grab. Right, or no, it's not Tinker's. Permisium. It's stripped to iron because it'll increase a lot of damage. It's aquatic. You don't have any armor mods. I try to avoid that. It's construction armory because I have Mo Bends mod. Mo Bends is like a bending animation, make you carry more lively. It looks janky in the construction Tinker's armory. It has 430 build durability and jaggered. Probably good for freaking sick to make some damage on a freaking sword. Yep, we go deeper. Oh my god! Yeah, there's no way in fucking hell. Is that fucking water? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah, I probably prefer to play without Whirly's Caves, because you experience this huge fucking thing. If you find the structure and building in a fucking dungeon, you're gonna experience this motherfucker. I think it's probably best to film without Whirly's Caves for Generation, since the Generation changes it dramatically. Huh. Good to know that. If I decided to do a freaking early freaking RPG, I gotta do it without Whirly Caves. Because this fucking takes a fucking whole of the fucking area. It's probably like useless there, not much action going on. But there's a fucking reason why for that. Either because of 2 mods or just because of my rules of despawning. Or that because I have a fucking thing is out of whack. Fuck. Don't tell me. Ah, motherfucker. Ah, motherfucker. Why did I say that? Because since there's too many things going on in this version, it has a tendency to freeze in place. Not freeze in place, but freeze every mob in your area. And you'd be literally fucking like nothing's gonna happen because they're all freaking goddamn stuck because of too many dimensions or too many things that's causing ID conflicts. Or more like spawnage. The reason why we have many freaking monsters, because we have this error. It's a thing with 1.12, especially if you prioritize like adding a bunch of shit. It's a hiccup. It's a very strong hiccup that can cause some things for issuing. Because I guaranteed you we're gonna spawn way out of there. Why? Because it's just how it is. To here. Because those guys are gone now. But the other part reason why is because look at like these fucking ridiculous. You know, because I have antis that are saving us all this right here is the reason why. But yeah. Yeah. Because I had the spawn rule, the spawn rule, there's probably something that's not letting this happen. Or that mine and slash is the conflicting farming. But what does that mean? Well, it simply means that because there's some mods I add that's letting not despawn, slow down the despawn rate. Because if I didn't have that, this whole place would be swarmed with mobs, and you will not last. And for us, I think it's probably if he's just trying to load. I think it's for us. It's trying just to get the frick out of this cave. Because this dungeon, it's just something else. Because I prefer goddamn. It's just I prefer goddamn the older like roguelike. But I get it wisely adds a whole much more effect, but it takes a huge chunk out of the fucking map. I could be a dumbass just following. I'm following this path through the freaking Instagram, not following the minimap. Fairness, so. My mind, I probably think this is supposed to be used like in a much more adventure-based mod pack than anything. Because now just people are starting to spawn a bit more around, but that's that. But this fucking map is huge. Part of me just wants to get out of here, really. Because it's not really much worth it. It's apparently either exit or lower level. One thing's true though, I'm not gonna stand much longer in this dungeon because it's getting ridiculous. Especially if I want to, anyways. So we're over here. Let's see what's over here with the side where this thing leads to. Got a bat in here. Yeah, there's supposed to be some more to a generation, but the generations sound different. Over there, it's like a friggin' way to break through or somewhere. Uh-huh. Just the Lord, what's this thing? Yeah, you really can't get much out of it because how freaking low this is. Yeesh. Oh, there's my exit. One thing sure to get a bunch of freaking iron bars from this. That dendron got cut off. There's a way to make exit out of here or freaking deeper. I don't know how fucking deep it can go. But we're not staying in here long. Maybe we should try to find your freaking cage to get out. Just more freaking wall in the caging yourself. Yeesh. There we are. You have like a mob around there. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, back again. Sorry to back you out there. So what's gonna be our goal here? Well, I want to get out of this fucking dungeon. We don't need to be here. And else I probably think I just want to get rid of this in the next update. I'm not questioning it, but seriously though. You go this far over here. Yeah, that's not the right mod pack to use this one. So yeah, this mod pack is gonna be gone. It goes even deeper! You're fucking joking, it goes even deeper? Oi my god, oi. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be enough of this fucking dungeon. Yeah, this mod needs to go, sadly. Sad to say that. Now to get it fucking out of here is like either gonna be hard as hell, because it's the second level. You gotta go up, find the permissions to go up the second level. Even deeper to like fucking one more level. Then you need to find a fucking upper layer, and I want to get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go to game mode and creative out of this, because this is not what I wanted here. Good as a testing phase, then, by all means. Alright. So note that that cave is going to be going, that mod's going away. And now where are we since we're on that? Sunset Debacle. We're way over here. And we went way over here from this building. Oi my god, yeah, that covers a whole frickin'. Yeah. Yeah, I might just wanted to get rid of that dungeon. This is not the right mod pack to make this. Again, I don't want to stay too much lower doing nothing, but yeah. My best judgment, that mod needs to go. Why? Because one, the map size what we're doing in there has to be left the same as what should be 1.12. And also it's probably much more stronger base for adventure based mod packs than what we're using it for. Than what I'm using it for. So that mod's gonna be going, so this road's basically scrapped anyways, but I'm not going to back out and scrap a new one. Well, maybe we'll just start a new one. Just want to explore, really. Mostly I'm doing this again anyways because I'll still scrap it. Because that's, without that, the whole fucking thing's gonna go kaput. And personally, I just want to get, we just basically want to go what we can do out of this. Pine log, we actually get some wood out of this, but pine trees. But at least wanted to do something around here for the night, so we're gonna stick in this world for a while. For a bit at least. So over there is a slime island. We're in a pine biome. Looks like we found a volcano. No, that's Darklands Mountains. Of course. Maple taiga or pine. Well, it depends on what we can do with pine, but I think we're doing a little pine shack. But we can make pine wood. Yep. So we have a structure here. We have a meteorite for tinkers. Oi, VA. Where does this lead? That was not bad compared to what I found last time. By the looks of it, actually it depends on layer based. So where I am now, I'm way over here, where I'm not near this fucking cave. Wow, that's actually very lucrative. Hmm. 10, we have Lacacy and MRE for food. We have Corellium gems, that's where we can all freaking want to go down to. Goddamn Abyssal stuff. We have a Musicus and Saddle. That's a spawner. And you can tell we got spawnage going on here. Two of them here. A monster cave spider. Oh, no wonder why. Parts of me thinks because I have so many like mobs, or because of the despawn rule, there's not many mobs spawning right now. I take it as a win right now. But I gotta do some testing for later. So what's gonna be gone is the freaking dungeon mod, and also the despawn rule. There's a stone brushland, which is a plateau. Oh, here's actually the bogs back. For colony wise, that's actually a good place to be up. In a bog. But there's the mountain. At least we're gonna go through the night again. turkeys. Or peasants. I think those guys are turkeys. There's Ad Astra. There's an astral structure and a midnight pearl is farming up already. That there leads to the midnight dimension. The midnight dimension's another dimension that you'll be going to, and one thing that's tricky about that, you actually will come and take you. If you get taken to, you can try to get out of there, but you're really taken. But once you go through that, you really are stuck there for a while until it's like midnight, until it's dark here on the overworld again to get out. You have a Zakova tree. I think it's a bad one or a good one. Oh, I think it's a hot spring. Oh, it's a hot spring. We're in a hot spring biome. A stone brushland. Unless he's got hot springs. I could make stuff a colony here. We could. Really depends though. We're still going to one, but I know the world's not going to last long. There's a snake. One tiger, got that. Coastal pyramids. We have more seasonal and ebony wood, which is actually dark wood, which is very dark, which is actually quite enjoyable. I think we're gonna you have a midnight portal here. I'm really debating if I should just not continue on, or should we explore the midnight world? Honestly, it's really tempting to go through. It's really tempting. Since the world is not, but since we're probably getting rid of this world, might as well go through the midnight portal so you can see what is it. Welcome to the midnight world. Another great dimension mod, but also one thing tricky with this one is that once you either get captured or enter these portals, you need to find those portals to get out back to the overworld. But if you don't make it, if it's like daytime in the overworld, you're bound there for the whole day. Which I'm not going to go through that. Yet. Also, one thing you gotta tell with the midnight world, rubber trees are very common for some reason. It adds like a bunch of stuff into this game, into your game by going to the midnight world. And of course, you know the Aether. The Aether is by. The Aether mod It is basically a space from the glowstone portal. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But one thing that's tricky with this, that since you don't know the time, compared to Journey Map tells you the time, you really don't know when it's gonna be day or not. That was also a brief glimpse of what the midnight is. We came from there to here. But yeah, the Midnight Pearl can spawn anytime during the night, but also can spawn some creatures that can take you with them. But like I said, there's some mob issue, like mob spawning going around, and it's making it quite hard. But there will be some people taking you to the portal by force, and you either have to beat them, or get out of there before the portal's gone, so they'll be going away. Either that's a regular shack or just a regular thing there. Probably guaranteed tomorrow for a fucking dungeon. Again, I'm sorry for just exploring around here. Again, that's just how it is. At least get some parts for a Tinker's tool, at least. That's what we best to do in this stream. It's 11 o'clock. Sorry if I ended around like 2 o'clock a lot. That's because of timing. 2 hours. That's because of timing wise. But I think we get some planks from this. Because the wood here is actually very dark and it's actually amazing. So you have a swampland we entering to. And it looks like a redwood tropics. Oh, redwood. Redwood's always good, big trees. But for colony wise, they probably go over to Stony Shores. But again, it just is not much just strong on the world around here. Like I said, because of despawning worlds, I probably need to get rid of, or some file changements, anyways, to make it so that it can actually be spawnable, than just basically roaming around like a madman. You get a bunch of wood like crazy if you go after these trees. Whew. And that's a ruined circle. That means there's gonna be some people running around that. This whole area is redwood tropics, which are gigantic redwood trees. One thing also, swamplands, you have a higher chance of getting a higher chance of getting rubber trees. Yeah, the commentary just makes a weird noise. But as you can tell, there's some spawnage going around, issuing around here. Either because of too much, or just because there's like no hostile spawns much. First thing is a mix of two things, really. Between because some things are missing, or if it's not running properly. Which is probably good for some people, but also boring for some people. We're not even on peace. Oh, no wonder why, because it's peaceful. I'm such a dumbass. I fully swear I'm putting like goddamn. No wonder why those things didn't spawn. Oh. I didn't mean to put on peaceful at all when I created the world. I guess my finger slipped somehow. No wonder why. Well, I'll explain that. But again, still my points prove with that dungeon though. Since it's not peaceful, it's not really, but since it was like not on peaceful, that dungeon is going to be a hellscape and a lag fest. Like, others can't believe in this, especially with shaders. So I didn't know it was not peaceful all the time. My apologies. I realized that like 2 hours in. Don't care. And now all the stars start spawning. Right there. Because my finger slipped somehow. Still not going back to that dungeon. No. Now you're gonna take me alive to go that fucking hell again. More great oaks on this side. And a fungal jungle. Either go to an orchard or go with the redwood. I mean, for us, I think I want to go to the redwoods. But again, to go chop down those big redwood trees are fucking painful. Yep, there they are. Yep, now let the madness begin. Betweenlands, that's why. It's in the Betweenlands. Betweenlands. That's what I need to get all the parts for to make the Betweenlands stuff. Well, once you gotta know what the Betweenlands actually is a very big mod, good big name mod. But you need to go find all the parts of the staff to make you get the altar. For Betweenlands. But since this road's gonna be going down, hey, we got a bunch more druids to deal with here. Do you have a weakness, you fucking ass? Because we're going down in resistance, aren't we? By hands of a druid. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah. Took my shit too, you fuck. Fucker. Oh. Acid. Huh. I hate this one fucking mix of shit. Means I got my shit back. Another druid. Want to get the fuck out of here, Morning. Let's get the fuck out of here. And we need all this fucking shit from the fucker. Cause I got the stone, I need the fucking other parts from the fucking druids. Ugh. This is gonna be a fucking death sentence. He's back. Ah, you fucker! At least we're going. No, 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 no. No wonder why I couldn't do much because I ran out of fucking stamina. Oh, that's why. I ran out of fucking stamina. Probably the reason why I didn't do shit. Oh, that's why he's now a fucking. He's now a fucking special one too now. Great. You're too low on that. No shit, I am. I think you got goddamn food to me. Alright. Done much with this fucking food left me. Hey! Yeah, you fuck! At least we got level 1 with this one now, compared to my goddamn other fucking sword. It does way more damage. We have also common boots now. It also means our goddamn... Yep, I figure much. That's why leveling's level 5 is now fucking shit. Haha. What do we get from this fucking thing? Not really much besides the gems. Oi, druid! I think that's all the fucking shit I can get now. He's a better one anyways. Wooden sword of doing shit. Besides, we're missing 2 parts from this fucking thing. That's level 4. We even know I have the right fucking level on this either way. You're level 2, so. The reason why I'm going batting at the fucking druid here. Is a goddamn need fucking more. We have an acid bomb. Yeah, so use that now. Regenerate requires 5. Yeesh. That'd be interesting to use that. Holy! Oh, you motherfucker, you have fire damage, you have fire fucking power, you fucking ass. I was gonna fucking last a little bit on this fuck. Oi. There's another druid. What we got now? We got part of the swamp talisman. We gained some progress with it. We just level 2 though. Why the fucking hell did you do that? Come here, you fucking druid motherfucker. I need your fucking soul. That's a special one now? God. At least I get more of my fucking armor shit away. Oosh. I'm gonna be dead soon. Yeah, fucking better. Would that be better? How long is that? About level 5. Not even close. Oh, this one. Same thing. Fuck all. I probably should switch between hands and Nado. It's getting dark out now. How much fucking more we get this fucking talisman? First thing, you just want to scrap and move on. That's what we're gonna do, honestly. We're wasting more time than we should on that. But all that fucking assuming is you gotta find those parts of the druid and make the staff. However, parts we have are not the right ones, or what, really? So you have NRIO staffs. Staff of the Shadow Walker. Minus Slash. Abyssal. Ninja. Empower. Thunderstorm Staff. Huh. Betweenlands. So once we enter that territory, it's going to change a lot of things. A ruin key. Slimy bone. Yeah, we're gonna get huge for that thing. There's one thing you gotta note: when you enter your stuff gets corroded. Yeah. Right, we're lucky no one's attacked us right now. We're just chilling around here. Because the weeding wall would. Because this is what we need. The swamp talisman. Biter again, a life crystal. Cave moss from Betweenlands. A slimy bone, give you that. But the druid author needs talisman peace. And peace is already give you all that. That's by killing the druids. This, I think, is used for us for the tree. And for us, for the time what we have right now, it's more of a showing what we have than anything, really. So we're going to bring this into us right now. The Swamp Talisman. Now, the thing with this thing, you need I think a regular oak tree, which we do have, and you gotta go and make it into a gigantic tree, and there's a reason why. Swamp Talisman means we'll be entering to the Betweenlands. The Betweenlands basically it's basically like the Aether, but another one. Since this stream is really all over the place, since we'll be getting rid of the save anyways because of the freaking mine, it's best to show you, because I know I probably won't get to continue on this at some point again or forget about it. So it's probably best to go and do this, show you what I mean for yourselves. Spidey, hello. Oh, we're near a goddamn swamp thing, which we're not going to access that. And over here is a fungal jungle. I think it probably goes best to go to the orchard for our tree temp. That's to death. There's the midnight portal. course, a special fucking one. Alright. We're in an orchard near Aspen Forest. And a prairie. I think a prairie would be a good place to use it. Use the tree on. We got a tower there, dude. Guarantees to take to another scene of debauchery. There's another place you can go chill over there. Pardon me, gentlemen, I have to come in here for the night. Epic level 6 one. It's only one coal for an emerald. I have enough for that. I have a dirty plate. Need to get us fucking out of there. Woo! Take a little scissor there. Now then, red oak. Now I'm gonna show you how big this tree can get. There we go. Welcome to the Betweenlands. Or we're going to the Betweenlands if it doesn't crash on us. Guaranteed probably crashed. But the Betweenlands is another Acer type area. But anything in your brain will going to be deteriorate. And I mean it will. It's called corrosion. And when you're in Betweenlands, it will suck. It'll be very bad for that much. But as we tell, there's a bit of a hiccup with this. It's because either because the shader is mucking around or just not loading properly. My guess is probably the shader. We'll figure out about this one. It's probably the shader. The break guarantees probably is the shader. I'm probably going to go disable it just for sake of it to show you. No, stick around this long, thank you. Again, sorry for another night of basically just randoming around. Sorry about that. That's mostly expected around times at times. Okay. Let's turn the shaders off. Which sucks, but again, that's how we turn some things off. Some mods are not properly handled with the shaders, especially early versions. That's why there's default or like the PD texture I always use. There we go. Now I'll show you what the between lens is. At least some of it. I think we had an interesting Minecraft past sessions. We had a crashing bug that was destroying the machines, so we basically roam around. When we hopped again today, still rough. Then we had this one. We tried to run blue skies and it crashed. Jesus. My ambitions are always trying to get me the best of me at times, I swear. And here it is. If it loads the things, I swear the between is gonna be crushing. There it is. Once you get the swamp staff we have, where we cheated in, you need a oak sapling and right click it with the swamp talisman. Gives you this. It'll spawn a gigantic tree. And to go into it, you have to go in there. And where you go, you'll be entering to the Betweenlands. At least that's the idea of it, anyways. Welcome to the Betweenlands. If it loads in. There we go. The Betweenlands. Now, as you can tell, there's actually some interesting different with this. And that is a bubble thing by us. That is either our life thing we need to go around. I'm not sure on that. It's been a long time. But there's something you need to know. Once we step out of there, there's a thing called corrosion. Corrosion basically is your time in the your battle in the Betweenlands. Because in the Betweenlands, basically your tools, whatever you have, will start being corroded. But I don't know how it mucks with our current stack of freaking mine and slash tools, but it will start corroding your tools and armor. And one thing about this is never day of light. The only thing you get is like these little gaps of things. Light to the overworld. I'm doing it just because to prove a point here. But the bubbles we have, we need to is our frickin' telling me you don't have much in here like before you corrode away. It's a weird thing about it. Cause that's your frickin' life force being do it, and you can tell our tools are not lasting long in here. That's because it's not the right tool in here and slowly become corroded. It will not do well in here. That means you gotta restart from scratch to make your own tools again, like the Aether. That's why this guy will come in here. But the problem with this one, it won't do much because it's not the right level for us. One thing I'm also trying to understand too is that either that when we start making tools corroding will happen with these guys. Because you need to make the wheat wood stick again and use their tools to mine the stuff in here. Like I said, it's basically like the Aether. Did not actually properly do it right. This one you can't do it now, see? But one thing you also gotta note, like I said, talking about corrosion, is that I think over time your thing will start getting corroded. Especially the one we just crafted. But basically it's like the Aether. That's where most of the RN is like a freaking goddamn. I think that's small dungeoning around here. Very detailed, much you can tell on here. Crag rock in between stones. Aquamarine gem too. Which way was waste? Let's talk about the fucking hags. Let's play a harmonica. Oh, hello. It's used to make Emitted Angry Pebble. By Aminator, it gives me Angry Pebble. Oh yeah, that's one thing you gotta worry about, these little fucking things. There's ground pebblestone, which is used to make fish bait, apparently. Since our corrosion's now stopped for some reason. But our tools are still probably corroding up. But yeah, actually, it's much more harder than you think. It's been a long time since I did Between Lands. I think I didn't even do much Between Lands at all, actually, to be frank. But this is the Between Lands, though. Purifier is what we need to go and make correct stone. Because Purifier is your main source to purify all of your tooling. Because, like I said, I've been talking about corruption to be used to corrupt. But again, since I have Mind Slash going on, it makes it a bit harder. But that's mostly how it's done around here, but again, it's a bit of a challenging thing. I think it's also somewhat dark in here too. But yeah, darkness is very common here, and it's like, and it gives you like shine of sunlight. Doesn't mean unless you just want to kill you, honestly with you. Yes, we used to make stone tools for there, but set it that way. We didn't use really much. You mostly need the wood. You need these pickaxes. Because you need to go up in the tiers. You need Bone Pick, which is by Slimy Bones. Slimy Bones are found by mobs that for hags come and attack you. That's your next pickup upgrade. Then your wood. Because after it goes to obtain, that's how. Basically, tell good as new. It's something. It's mixed between because of the thing. It's up between lens. But since there's like multiple mods going on, that's caused this not making it really go with it. Because you're supposed to purify your thing, because corruption will destroy your tools and armor in here. But all honestly, guys, that's gonna be it for this stream. Sorry again for it. I can't help because some mods are just crashing or just because it's some simple troubleshooting. But overall, hope you guys like this. Leave a follow and a subscribe, and see you next time.